10 seconds remaining. Radiant team, Baron. Dire team, Dan. Five seconds remaining. Radiant team, Baron. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team, big. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team hits. 10 seconds remaining. Radiant team hits. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a Bane perhaps on the side of Pain. I think they ran that duo the first game. I might be getting my games mixed together here, but I've seen that and it worked out nicely. Bane's just an all-around great support. Sand King, very flexible one at that as well. But yeah, just very flexible hero. And then same thing with Rubik. I mean, the safe thing about picking Rubik early on is it's just pretty much good against any lineup. Overall support. E.T. I was wondering if this was going to come out with all these... I mean, there's so many bans on 4 heroes, but you can't ban them all. And speaking of 2 powerhouse ones, we got E.T. with a response of Clockwork. Clockwork is very good against E.T., by the way. It's a bit annoying playing against Rubik because of lift. You can just lift out of cogs, but E.T. can never really cast that stomp if Clockwork is in the right place at the right time. So they quickly pick up the Clockwork.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And can be paired up, of course, with other heroes like Naga Sleep or even a disruptor. I mean, disruptor. But the point is that he can be paired up, combo with his ulti. But Obviously, the beauty of the hero is that he doesn't necessarily need that. He can kind of set it up himself. But again, it is a bit difficult against the Clockwork. I mean, Clockwork is a very good hero against him. The other option, or the other reason why this hero is good is obviously his natural aura, or his natural order aura. Which, obviously, you have to be next to him with your actual hero to get the physical negative aura. But if you have lots of magic damage on your team, just throwing out the astral where the negative magic damage comes into play, that could be really strong if you steal some good spells on Rubik, and just Fade Bolt with your own negative magic armor aura that you have. Like, there's a lot of negative magic damage coming out, so one thing to think about as the draft progresses.
Dire team down.
Hmm.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and Wii has played really a great series. I mean, he hasn't really flubbed at all. Really just making the right move, communicating well with his team, despite maybe potential language barriers, but really playing well. Quite impressed. And as you mentioned too, not playing his normal role, I should say. Mid lane. Maybe we'll see it this game.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Behold the Horn of Magnus.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe that's signifying that, you know, obviously you want to make use of this in power if you can. Some kind of melee hero to benefit from. Obviously, you can still use heroes like Medusa to benefit. Just a bit better once you get that cleave effect. You're looking at possible heroes like Jug, Troll, Void even. PA actually could be pretty nice for OG. Nice easy way to blink out of the cogs if you need to. Kind of, you know, obviously the blurs for really nice. And power buff, you don't have to go for a battle fury, you can just get some fight items like Vlad's Deso and then just go fight them. And yeah, they actually do go backwards towards the Bane, so going to be potentially another core Sand King. We saw in mid game 1 where Tabo just destroyed with it. Do more of the same here. It could also just be an offlane Sand King. Offlane Clock, they have a lot of options, and options in Dota are good. I like this draft opening.
5 seconds remaining.
Right. But for that same, on that same token, like if they really wanted to, they could pit the Sand King solo against a Magnus, and it would have the similar effect, you know. Having that caustic finale against a melee hero is just really, really hard to. That's in the cards.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yep. You know, I know they just played it, but actually Razor would not be that bad. I go with a TA now, so this is going to be a direct pick against the Puck, because it's pretty much for sure going to be a Puck mid. I don't see them going Magnus to try to get around the TA. That's probably even worse matchup against the TA. I mean, the most obvious choice for me for OG is like a Jug. That seems obvious. The natural Manta carrier, which is good against Templar. Spin is quite good against Templar as well. Spin is just good in general, and he works well with Empower, so that seems like an obvious ban for Pain. If that does get banned, which I presume it to, I think PA would be quite nice. PA is also good against TA, the Templar, once you get like a Manta, and then have that Battle Fury Cleave from Magnus for free. Well, we'll see what they go for. And additionally, what's really smart is predicting it's going to be a melee core just because of the Magnus. This Bane pickup was really smart. Bane is really, really good against melee cores. Being able to Fiend's Grip them. Melee cores often do go for BKB, and obviously the Fiend's Grip goes through that, so I think it was a smart pick. Mm-hmm.
Dire team pick.
Okay. Also a good hero against the TA. You know, all those illusions, and can still, I mean, any melee hero will benefit from that power, of course. Definitely, I forgot about that one. And smart ban as well. But so now, right now, for OG, you're looking at like those Jugs, possible Troll Warlord if they really want to go that route.
5 seconds.
And of course, I think PA would be quite good too. We'll see. They have 14 seconds of reserve time. You're going to want a BKB carrier for sure. I mean, looking at Rubik, Elder Titan, Puck, you need someone that can naturally build a BKB and not have to deep... Whoa, did not see that one coming. Whew, okay, they got Wraith King. Now the good thing is, with them banning out PL, maybe this was part of their plan, is they have no natural diffusal carriers just yet, but they can easily do that with a Jug. I think Jug got a lot better now. Making sure Jug's not banned out, because it seems like an obvious pickup here for...
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see what they go for.
Choose your hero.
Yeah, that seemed like a really obvious pick, but he's really the only melee core that works with Empower and has Diffusal, or can naturally build in Diffusal. Personally, I fucking hate Wraith King. I think it's a bad hero. But, I mean, we'll see if they can make it work. I mean, obviously it's nice against RP. You know, you can just kind of sit in the front lanes and not be too scared of RP. That being said, you can't RP screw you back, make you die away from your team and kill you a second time. Or they just RP and you have Diffusal up and then you can't even cast the ultimate. I just have a lot of problems with this hero. Just don't think he's good, but I do like his sword, though. Sword's pretty cool.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. But the skeletons die really, really easily anyway and give off, like... yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that was enough. The only thing that I really like that they changed is that you have the chance to one-hit creeps and neutrals. That's kind of feels nice. And actually, it is going to be a off-lane Puck, it looks like. So they're going to put this Mag... Or we'll see. We'll see if Mag goes safe lane or something, but I feel like Mag is not going to have the greatest time against Templar unless he gets a ton of help. We'll see.
To see, and yep, it is confirmed. Okay, so Khezu, Willie head top. So Mad will end up in the middle lane, and it goes back to the matchup against the TA most likely. They'll have there, unless he just decides to go offlane anyways. Early ward going down from Jerax in the middle lane. Good information for the team.
And finally, hey, we get to see Wii on mid.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, I believe
you're right.
so. Blocking for himself as someone else will pick up the bounties. And a potential aggro tri-lane here from Pain. Obviously, it looks like waiting to see what's going on, but Tavo is starting off in the bottom lane. Is playing the core Sand King. It's not going to be a position 4. It will be a position 4 Clockwork. Boots out here for King RD. And it's going to be 2 runes apiece, it looks like here.
Utter Titan up at the top lane himself. Scouting out, realizing that nobody's up here, so ideally should get both runes.
He's going to run into Battery Assault. Yep. Might be a dead Elder Titan.
He does have boots, but so does Clockwork.
Yeah, if he really wants to, he can skill Nightmare after the Battery Assault. It has to be after, otherwise it'll get triggered automatically. Trying to get in range, but he's just too fast. It was a really that was a really awkward position. The only thing they could have done is like he starts to run away and then hopes the Bane nightmares him. But that was just a really awkward situation for Duster there. Had the right idea though.
Mm-hmm. Not to be. And JerAx, for now, is going to be more at the top lane, but we'll see if he ultimately sticks around here now. Right off the bat, KZU is going to feel a lot of pressure. Wow, he's already in some trouble.
Attempt to orbit TP back.
Yeah,
or
he's going to hold the TP.
He's going to use the... Alright, if he's in range of experience here, this is actually not too bad.
Yeah,
and he is.
Position.
He's getting experience from those. As they did increase the range of experience, he is going to TP back now. He wants to fight a little bit and help out his boy JerAx, who is pulling the creeps for him.
Yeah.
But not if Pain has something to say about it.
They're going to sleep him up, but don't think much is going to come of that, although King RD still wants to say hello. Pop another Battery Assault, but no, not going to be enough of a chase. So, yeah, good distraction mixed with the lane pull from JerAx, so good teamwork right there. Meanwhile, Clockwork, he'll actually TP to the bottom lane. See if they can maybe make a kill happen, perhaps on this Rubik. Yeah, Sand King softening him up a little bit in the meantime, but sure by now he's perhaps either seen or yeah, they definitely know the Clockwork is here now.
Wow. Magnus or Matt on the Magnus is actually crushing mid right now. This has been a straight up 1v1. So he's doing very, very well for himself. I did not expect this. An early bottle, sub 2 minutes. Now he's going to have the ability to spam out the lane, grab some runes. Very, very nice start for him. It's not expected against the TA.
Yeah.
And obviously it gets harder and harder as the TA gets levels, but still, I did not expect this kind of a gap at all.
I was going to say, I'm sure the early shockwave, of course, is helping with that. But yeah, definitely an impressive start for him. Oh, that's a bottom lane kill. Resolution goes down. Tavo and King RD come together to make that kill happen. I came to reserve everyone. Apologies, missed that one. But Rubik was busy going for the rune, and it seems like they picked up on that. Found the kill on Juggernaut somehow. I mean, even with the Blade Fury, you figured that wouldn't be possible.
Yeah. Maybe they forced him to use it early, and then because it's such a long cooldown on level 1, they were able to capitalize on that cooldown. Not sure, but anyway, Rubik is back. Not able to pull just yet because that main pull is actually blocked by a ward. Go Invis. Ah, I couldn't quite get the stun. Or stomp onto Wii.
Yeah. He gets that, maybe that is a kill, but not to be. However, TA is going to continue to be heavily harassed and going in here. I mean, another stomp attempt. That one, again, going to miss from JerAx, who's just running after Wii. Ops a refraction finally, and that'll back them off. But yeah, you see 10-3 TA versus 18-4 Magnus right now. Obviously, he's getting a little bit of more support, but overall doing great. Juggernaut, even despite that death, he is doing great with the CS as well. Bottom. So Wraith King, your favorite hero. What, oh, Puck. Well, he's going for the kill. That's an orb. Also has a phase shift. And that should be enough. Yeah, he's good. Oh, bottom lane. Tavo goes down, though. Linehave's able to run him down.
Somewhat solo kill, too. I don't think Jug had anything to do with that. Fly. Boss. Gets a nice kill there. Gets a stack as well. Run to a Clockwork, though. Level 2, so it's only level 1 Battery Assault. Actually steals out the bounty rune as well. Mana burns him a bit. So this might be a kill, actually, on the fly. Maybe can deny himself or a healing war, but nope. Be a counter kill. This one goes to King RD.
First kill caught on camera right there. Resolution bottom lane. Just gonna spin him out. Sand King. Back to the Wraith King though. So what are we seeing on him? Does he get the Midas? Does he go with the yearly Radiance even, or what?
I see so many different builds on Wraith King, but my favorite, being that I don't like the hero though, is I like Radiance. Especially the fact that they have two heroes that really rely on their blinks. Being able to just be up front and cancel those blinks all the time is really so. Some way into a blink, whether it's, or sorry, some way into a Radiance, whether it's blink Radiance or just a Radiance rush. Sometimes you see Midas on him as well, just because he doesn't farm that fast on his own. But anyway, I think he needs to get Radiance sometime. If not, it needs to be a blink Mjolnir, something like that.
Khezu again having to deal with this Bane just running at him. Now we see the threat of the Bane Wraith King together. It is scary, especially if some crits happen. Mortal Strike. Keeping his distance, trying to leech as much experience as possible. Well, level 4, so overall, Khezu.
I'm surprised he's not putting any points into any skills. He's got 2 to spend. And if he's creating these creeps, he's obviously not building up extra stacks onto his skeletons. If he's not putting the point in, he's not... Doesn't really need a lifesteal right now. I'm not sure what he's holding these extra 2 points for.
Good point. Well, Magnus, he's clearing up some...
Oh my god, that crit! Oh my god, that crit! That was a lucky one. Got the stun after the sleep into a first hit crit, and that's a dead puck.
Go figure. Right as I go away from the lane, too. Alright. Tightening things up here. So it sounded like a big crit just happened. As mentioned, that was going to be the only way that essentially get that kill, and sure enough, he gets it. I was watching Magnus, though, farming in the jungle, so that's more important. Middle lane, Elder Titan. He's trying to get a Necro Stomp off. He actually will. Battery Cell wasn't stopping him. And maybe get a turret kill on it. Clockwork, lift up. Yes, it does. TA, though, with a refraction, he's more than fine. Even laying down another trap. The trap missed, though. The pop it in time. So Jarek stays alive, and now the second stomp will hit, but not the most follow-up, however. So we will walk it off for now. We had the... Jarex was taking over the middle lane while Mad went to the jungle a little bit and farmed.
Oh, another death up top.
Oh boy.
Just having their way with this puck up here.
Bottom? Is Tavo dead? Yep. Omni Slash. Catches him right after the Burrow Strike. He just spun on top of him and knew that he wasn't going to get away. In fact, you see Sand King only has a level 1 Burrow Strike. So not the most range.
I think his skill build is fine. You want 1 point of Sandstorm. I'm surprised he wasn't able to get that off during the Omni. I'm not quite sure. Didn't really see it, but he wants to max his Caustic whenever you're up against a melee hero. And obviously he's not having the greatest time he had in that first game, but it's a similar effect. He's against a melee hero and you pressure the lane and get some more.
Elder Titan sending out the Astral Spirit again. Bottom lane, again, just running down Sand King. But Khezu now with a couple of deaths later. Down a bit, just now past level 5. Still doing better than the, well, actually about tied with the Sand King now. As far as levels at this point. Clockwork's gonna roam bottom though, so I guess it's the 2 minute, or not 2 minute, 8 minute bounty runes. Volition will pick up that one, however, his gets stolen by Sand King, so we'll trade it off. All said and done. TA, what does she get first this game, you think? Is it gonna be the Blink or the Deso?
You know, I see it variance so much, but I'd say typically the Deso first is best. Helps you farm that just that much faster. Opens up for Roshan if you get it like win a team fight. It's actually taking a nice stack right here, although Jerax is soaking up a lot of this experience. Doesn't quite get the stomp onto King RD, who's quite fast himself with some Tranquils. They will activate in about 2 seconds, but so will Jerax's, so skirting on out of there.
Good to go.
He's actually really low. He doesn't have a refraction for 1 second.
God, yeah, Jerax is running up there, but he has it up now. So he's going to finish off this stack, going over the net worth. You see he's now 4th in the net worth, so that's a nice recovery for him. Again, he had the rough start when it came to CS in the middle lane. way to do it. TA, fantastic at taking out those ancient stacks. Looking at the Wraith King, it is going to be the Hand of Midas choice.
Okay.
He has enough gold for it.
Which is, I mean, understandable, but just because the hero doesn't farm that well. Hasn't put a point up yet into the reincarnation, which is standard. You know you're going to die twice. Like, say they rotate a bunch of heroes, and there's no point in wasting the ult. So, making sure he uses it at a good time for the first time. Oh, he changes it. Changes his mind and goes for the armlet.
Huh.
Which is also fine. Very good item for Wraith King. You have to go blink if you go armlet, though. Otherwise, it's too difficult to actually get a good stun off, so...
Is that maybe more the sign of, he wants to fight? Like, he wants to really fight earlier on here?
I sure hope so, because this hero has to kind of fight. I mean, you want to utilize that ulti. It's the whole reason why you pick this hero, is to force fights and force them to cast spells on you when they don't want to. So, when they don't want to cast spells on you, then that means obviously you're not taking any damage, so you want to be in their face as much as possible.
Yasha going to be finished on Juggernaut. Talked about the potential of the Diffusal Blade on him. Does he go for a full Manta first and then the Diffusal, you think? Or does he want to get the Diffusal now ASAP because of the start from Wraith King?
I think you definitely go Manta first. It's a generally good item to have. You can dodge stuns if you need to. Get out of a couple things. Slow from TA. It also just adds extra damage on top of the refraction. It's easier ways to cut through that HP of TA.
You got Puck. He's really keeping his distance. KZ, you can tell, he's understandably scared as of what's happened now a couple of times, at least what we heard about happening with those big crits of Wraith King, and doesn't know exactly where the supports are. So
yeah, I'm surprised they're not like scanning, because Wraith King was pushing up aggressively. They're going to go for a smoke play down bottom, actually. Duster smokes him up. He does have a Fiend's Grip as well, so looking for a possible kill on a core here. But yeah, they want to get busy. They want to use this armlet. They want to use this ult potentially onto the Wraith King. Obviously hasn't skilled it up, but still has that point available. Actually has 4 or 7. He has 2 points available. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Is there stats I don't know about? Did you get stats?
Brought the stats back.
Which you used to do, but obviously can't anymore.
Magnus, RP's ready. They're going. RP's used. Skewer backwards into the stomp. Beautiful execution. Although Clockwork, the meld comes out with the survivor now. Refraction. No, we can't get it back up. The Ear Splitter even used on top of that, and it will get the Clockwork as well. So they get an extra present when it's all said and done. But that was the prime execution there between the 3 OG members. Exactly what they're looking for.
So the debut of the Blink Dagger for the Magnus very early on. Had a great start in this lane. Very nicely played by Mad. Will be some tower trading, it looks like. Mid's going down in favor of Radiant, although King RD is trying to slow this down. Doesn't have his hook shot, of course. But Resolution's pretty beefy, especially with this Empower.
Sad. Pretty sure they're gonna get him now. He's gonna go over to take the stack even. Takes out a couple traps. Gonna take the stacks, a nice resource steal as well. Bottom tower does go down in the meantime in favor of Pain Gaming, but overall OG doing the better of the situation. And just like that, Juggernaut, 1870 gold. He almost has a full Manta style now.
Yeah.
Along with the Yasha. That's the Empower buff. Level 4, of course. Applied by Mad.
And actually, Wraith King is going back to the Midas after the armlet. Kind of weird to see that, considering he hasn't really been able to do anything with this armlet. But, yeah, interesting. Really going the farm route. The reason why I also like the Midas, too, is because he desperately needs that level 20 talent. Really does, especially against the Jug. It gets him there faster, so...
Wow. So they just clean up the enemy's ancient stack and then they go into their own. Resolution really shoots up there. 7,800 net worth coming out for him. But as you mentioned, the Hand of Midas picked up by HFN. And so kind of going back to that point, I wonder, to be fair, right after he got the armlet, that's when they ported bottom to the smoke play.
Yeah.
So clearly they were looking. It just didn't work out as planned. And I mean, he just figures, all right, time to go back to heavy farm instead. Spawns the skeletons and has the blink into the Radiance queued up, so some insight on what he's planning at least.
Yeah, I think the items are fine. Just a matter of can it work out, you know? I mean, is he going to lose out on too much farm to this insanely strong Empower Jug combination and their stronger team fight? I mean, Elder Titan with Puck, RP, it's really, really strong stuff. Like a 4-man smoke into their woods. Hopefully for the sake of Wraith King, they find just Duster, because they can easily kill this Wraith King twice, and yeah, it looks like that will be the case. HFN is pretty happy. Oh, almost gets the Blink Skewer to cancel the TP. Could have been devastating.
That would have been huge.
Nicely tried there by Mad. And actually, TP's top to get a kill on Khezu.
Yep.
So, nice quick TP there by HFN.
Did barely catch that one, but yeah, that was big that Bane actually spotted them coming in, because overall, Bane Gaming's pretty happy with what just happened right there. The Smoke Gang can only lose their support. They take out the offlaner. However, top lane Wraith King. There's the Air Splitter. On top of the Skewer, remember, he does have a level 2 Reincarnate effect. He's not done with the Armatanos just yet. A Pearl Strike coming out. He finally will go down. Coming back up to RP. Man, thinking about it. He will cast it after the fact. Got it off. Clockwork's gonna end up dying most likely, but HFN still holding his ground. Throws up the Wraithfire Blast in the face of Juggernaut. Realizing he has to run though, but Draco will catch them. Down goes the Wraith King for good. Bane will fall. Down goes Sand King. And cleanup crew and Isle top lane for OG. 4-0 fight for them. We is pushing mid meanwhile.
It's almost like Wraith King's a bad hero. I mean, what does he do? He's cool, I got 2 lives, but I just died twice. At the very least, they just open some space for his Templar, who does have some decent farm despite not having the greatest laning stage. But, yeah, that healing ward did a lot of work in that fight. He TP's right into a spin.
Oh, no.
And I think he's just dead. Juggernaut actually is a little bit scared.
Oh, not gonna connect, and she manages to get away. Jeez, if she died there especially, that would have been really costly. Nice stomp, by the way, to save Fly and also allow him to get the bounty rune. And they'll get on out of there, so. Great retreat as a team from OG. They're now 3,000 net worth, and seems like they're playing on a mission here in game number 3, understandably. This Juggernaut, he's gonna have a Shadow Blade next. Wow. With the Mantis style, so he doesn't even want the Diffusal.
Okay. Yeah, maybe he just feels like he doesn't need it right now. I don't know. I mean, obviously they can kill him twice. He just is looking for some additional initiation for himself. Also some added attack speed and damage, which is always nice. Another smoke coming out from OG. Looking for that Wraith King. He dodges a bullet. I don't even think he knows it. But he was there. He ain't there anymore, though. They actually ping him out. I think they barely caught him out with that ward that they have there in the jungle. Here comes the stomp. It will connect. It's another dead Wraith King. Definitely dead.
Reincarnate was up in 5 seconds right there. But obviously he was probably still dead anyways after the fact. So maybe that is good, actually. And it wasn't used for that situation. So he'll be dead for another 40 seconds now.
At the very least, his Midas cooldown is literally the same as his death cooldown, so...
Positive.
Yeah.
Thinking positive here, Truff. Always good at that. Blink almost finished at least, and TA did finish her, so obviously, again, a lot of space has been created for we at the Blink Deso combo. BKB now queued up, and BKB, well, it'll be nice, but Juggernaut, of course, can still deal plenty of damage through it. Overall, a pretty necessary tool, though, this game. For her to have. Khezu has his own blink. As there's the Shadow Blade now finished on Juggernaut. So again, feels like he doesn't even need the Diffusal, and frankly with the way this game's going, really doesn't. Form of initiation.
No, I am seeing, the only problem I am seeing with OG is that while Resolution's extremely farmed and they do have great team fight, there's a significant drop off in terms of farm after Jug. I mean, most of the farm Magnus is going for is, at least, looks like support items. Going back to the Force Staff, which is nothing wrong with that.
Oh. There we go. King RD. He's kind of just walking on in. Pearl Strike hits Rubik off to the side. TA is running in from the backside as well. Jerax is going to go in. Fly's going to be crit initially. The RP only hit. Oh, did it a couple actually, including TA. The Omni Slash on top. TA will fall. Wraith King goes down as well. Reincarnate will bring him right back up, only to fall seconds later. Tavo is channeling up the epicenter, but he realized that wasn't going to work. Now he gets hit by the Dream Coil, and this could be a complete wipeout in favor of OG. A very scattered fight initially, but works out beautifully for OG. Transition nicely into Roshan, and they're by far going to have a biggest lead in the game here.
Yep. And then with the Roshan, very nicely played by OG. They're also playing around, well, I guess they didn't have vision unless something got countered in the midst of all that team fighting, but they're fighting on their own side. They're fighting on a hill where or Pain doesn't really have any vision outside of Clockwork Rockets, but he was the first to die, so yeah. And he just goes the way of Resolution, just getting absolutely massive.
I feel like this happens with a Juggernaut Magnus strat so often, just as you're getting at, like, the network does drop off, but it's just almost naturally, he's just soaking up so much of the farm throughout the map, especially with that Empower buff, that you really just kind of play the 4-1. Alliance honestly comes to mind, you know, the whole Lotus strategy protecting him is what they did fairly often. So OG executing it here, and it's definitely working. And he's going to get another Ancient stack, and that net worth lead just continues to rise. Is he going right into a Silver Edge?
For Jug?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is.
So we'll have the break effect as well to take advantage of. It's the upgraded Shadow Blade, excuse me.
Yeah, we haven't been able to see a effective Fiend script as well. I mean, there's just too much stuff going on in these team fights, too many AoE stun abilities or lifts, stomps or what have you, and Duster just doesn't feel comfortable actually getting a full channel off. They need whatever they can get because these team fights are super hard against RP Coil, Elder Titan.
Puck and Sand King are having a fun time. Real strike right after. I mean, they know he's here obviously this whole time. The hook shot eventually comes in, and now Casey's in trouble. Epicenter channel for this. Really want this kill, and now they're wishing that they never even attempted.
Feels bad, man.
Happened. Yeah.
So we got multiple 4-staffs on the side of OG. One for Mad, one for Jerax. I imagine Rubik will be getting one after he just picked up his Blink. Obviously great against not only just the Clockwork, but just in general. Like a stun from Wraith King, and good old 4-staff, and no more initiation, no more damage.
Wait, Magnus is going in Ags? Oh, that's
isn't that like I forget what that is, like an Empower Aura or something? Something like that?
No, it's isn't it the Shockwave?
Yeah, I think they changed it. I think I forget.
Yeah.
Upgradable.
It returns the Shockwave, right?
Okay, yeah. It used to be that weird... I haven't played this hero in so long, but it used to be that weird aura for Empower or something. But it was garbage.
No, it makes RP a global ability. Now, anyways, Magnus, he's gonna 4-staff away. The stop
like
on
repeat.
Oh no, it is a disaster. Nice sleep, actually. Will prevent HFN from dying. Never mind. They get the kill on TA. HFN does die indeed, and he's back up to just die a second time as well. Seen that before.
Seen that. How many times has he died? Oh yeah, 4 times. I've seen that 4 times now. Tons of arrows are being drawn out the map. We, unfortunately, is not having as great of a game 3 as well. 0-3-0 has yet to be involved in the kill, but it's really not his fault. I mean, maybe the laning stage was his fault in terms of Magnus getting too much, but this was going to happen one way or the other, just in terms of draft. And I'm not one to. I'm usually never one to be like, oh, they just got out drafted. But I mean, sometimes you just do, and I really don't think Pain's draft could. It's just too successful. The stomp, it actually misses because of the lift from Fly. You memester, you. Just get 4-staffed out by his buddy.
He's dead.
And then you get the kill on King RD.
Eric still gets credit for the kill, and they're going to go for tier 3 now. Yeah, they're probably going to kill it. You got Reincarnate. It's not up for another 50 seconds, so Wraith King a little bit more scared. There goes the tier 3 tower. Sand King in the backline. Burrow strikes on backwards. The Omni Slash was popped, though, and he gets the kill to Sand King with a couple of crits. The Empower buff on top of the RP locked down on a solo Wraith King. Going to bring him in with no Reincarnate. He's going to drop quickly. The Armor Tackles on not going to save him. And TA Refraction will be able to blink on out, but again, 4 heroes are dead. They're going to finish off the melee racks. 23.5 minutes or so, and there's been a buyback from Wraith King. The Wraith Power Blast missing.
Ooh. Some raids coming out. That does not feel good. Be able to buy back and not get anything out of that after losing Arax.
And Juggernaut even had the Aegis throughout all that.
Yeah, forgot about that. Now as a Silver Edge, he's nearly got a Scotty on top of this. I wasn't I would have been surprised, let's say, if they started calling GG. This is very far out of their hands. They're gonna need a miracle to get back into this. They're gonna need a couple of really clutch Fiend's grips onto this Juggernaut when he's away from his team. But why would you want to be away from your team when you have Coil and the RP and power?
Exactly. It's a team that make up the OG very comfortable sticking together. Now, as we say that, they are pretty spread out right now. One of the few times, and in fact, they're gonna find one kill. There's the Fiend's Grip, locking down Elder Titan. That's, again, probably one of the worst ones that they can get, but it's still a kill. And they can't get what they want, necessarily, so... They do have some nice vision, also, in the Radiant jungle. They got a couple of aggressive wards down here. So I hope their comeback, and because of the Death Slayer, TA can help push down the tower pretty aggressively, pretty easily. Wraith King, I mean, is Radiance maybe not the answer, but that will help at least, especially against the Juggernauts, like this chance kicking in. Preventing blinks.
Yeah, but he'll have a Silver Edge, so even with that missed chance, he's still going to hit that.
True.
And, yeah.
And then...
This is looking grim.
Magnus going the Axe. I can't say I would never expect to see an Axe Magnus. I've heard it's...
So, it shoots it twice, basically? Like, it
essentially,
shoots it and then comes back?
Shoots it out and then comes back, I believe.
Seems pretty memey to me.
I've never used it myself either. I just remember that change happened.
Oh, it has a movement slow. Okay, I can see maybe a little bit how it's useful. 60% is a pretty big number.
Okay, yeah, that's true. The slow on top of that. Oh, that's a Dead Bane. Omni Slash committed for that RP, committed for a solo Sand King. OG's feeling good.
Yeah. I mean, and they can afford to use these big spells even just on supports or off lanes. Like, it doesn't matter. Their cores are so much, not only better, just better heroes, but so much more farmed. And now Desperation settles in as Wraith King decides not to go for the Radiance, and he just needs whatever items he can get to fight, and that's a Blade Mail. Which, again, doesn't really do much when Juggernaut ultis, but he did. It is on cooldown, to be fair. It can maybe catch him off guard, but highly unlikely.
There's the Av Scotty. Finish on Juggernaut. Well ahead of anyone else in this game when it comes to net worth, at least. He's also level 20, so choosing to get the 10 armor, excuse me. Talent's on top of that, so just even extra more difficult to kill. Khezu, he's got plenty of vision. He also has a gem up. They are smoked, though. They're going to initiate first. Trying to catch the Juggernaut. He got a spin-off, however, and wait for that turn. The Fiend's Grip is going to be canceled immediately. Tavo's shielding up the epicenter. He gets silenced out, though. Fiend's Grip actually hitting the Wraith King as Rubik stole it, and Wraith King will go down. The Air Splitter in the midst of a couple of heroes pulls in Duster. Duster sleeping himself, just trying to live. HFN. He's looking to beat down somebody, going after Resolution. Rubik, so far, him and Puck did die in the fight. HFN getting low once again. Great Pearl Circus out with the last second. Juggernaut goes down, and they also lose the Magnus. All of a sudden, it's just the Elder Titan, actually, is the sole survivor. So numbers good for Pain Gaming right here. They're going to win this fight. Ultra kill for Wee in the midst of it. What on earth happened?
Weehaw's doing some damage. That's what happened. Really, actually coming into his own in this hero in this game. So, like, tons of crits, I think. And obviously Rubik had a nice steal, but he died really, really quickly after that. Juggernaut, he was getting hit, man. I mean, that TA's damage is no joke. And it was a nice epicenter. Unfortunately, barely missed the stun onto, I forget who backed out of the way right at the last second. I think it was the Jug. But it still did some good AoE damage, so. And Gem picked up, so, hey, another fight like that, and they're back in the game, honestly.
Kind of key, too. I don't, unless it just came off good, I don't think they used Dream Coil that fight, and they definitely didn't use RP. That was still on cooldown from that solo Sand King kill earlier, so. You know, a couple of key factors more so in that fight. Omni Slash was also on cooldown. Yeah, they were not able to use anything other than Earth Splitter, really.
And now keep in mind, it was their choice to move forward, right? Like they... Oh, he actually gets stopped? Oh, can they steal the Aegis?
Nope. Oh, but he almost got the kill. The RP comes out. We may die with the Aegis. No, he skewers out the other guy. He skewed out the Sand King, and TA manages to get away with the Aegis for now, but they are in hot pursuit. Can they run him down? Yep.
The Aegis to the Astral
Spirit. The Aegis.
Quick lift from Rubik. He gets it off. That will be a dead TA. Very nicely done by Fly.
And now he has no buyback and he's dead for 80 seconds. What on earth?
It's okay, they got Wraith King, man. They got Wraith King. This is the most OP champ.
Oh no.
These guys are doomed. Go get him, Wraith King. Show him your Wraith. Show him your Wrath.
My Wraith Wrath.
Yep.
Tier 3 tower, top lane, it's also gonna fall. Obviously,
Alright, I want to see this Axe now, as he now has it delivered. So this Axe on Magnus is up, ready to go.
Yeah, apparently we're idiots. Apparently this is like a core now on Magnus. I honestly did not know that, so.
Oh, is it? Well, I'm an idiot.
Twitch chat is saying that at least, so.
Oh, it's alright.
That's that. I mean, S4 said it too, but what does he know? So they get the top rack.
It does look really cool. I'll give him that. I want to see it some more.
He also going to Kaya. Nice. Just turning into a spellcaster.
That's right.
Hero that definitely can build heavy right-click damage if he wants to as well, but yeah, getting the 75 shockwave damage talent to help with the idea of dealing as much damage as possible.
When you're going this empower bot type of game with Magnus, you don't really, it's not really necessary to build core, like typical core items for Magnus. So you want more supporting things. That's why the Force Staff is good. Obviously, Refresher would be best, but goes for this Axe, which seems fun. I like it. Looks cool. Why not?
Daedalus on TA. Know that you can hit pretty hard, but and OG does have other ultimates. Matter of just using them in the fight. Then you got to think too that they're going to play a little more safe now because of what happened in that previous fight on the bottom lane. Gonna go all out. Yeah, Pain Gaming, they were smoked up. Couldn't even make it out of their base though. I don't know if it doesn't look like they have another smoke to use, so they're just gonna have to sit in their base, wait for OG to come at the bottom. Push on in. TA does have the cheese. Something else to keep in mind. Fight does break out here. They're gonna go for the catch. No. Little too quick. What does Fly have? Oh, he has Meld. Oh. Fun ability to steal there. A very patient game from OG to send the illusions from Resolution. Managed to snell up in another 10 seconds. I guess he also has a butterfly being delivered, so probably wants that first.
Probably. And yeah, he still didn't get the Diffusal Blade this game, which I still find interesting.
Yeah, clearly.
Maybe he feels he's going to kill Wraith King so fast, and he's going to get his level 20 talent anyway. It's like, fuck it. I don't need to burn his mana. Be a viable strat. It's like, if he gets his level 20 fast enough, it doesn't really matter, right?
Well, they're going to go. On to the Juggernaut. Fiend's Grip happens. Can they stop it? Eventually does. Fly. I believe he lifted him to do so. The spin from Resolution. There's the Omni Slash. As the Air Splitter hits in the midst of a couple of heroes. Pin just melts. Clockwork's dead as well. Wraith King, of course, coming back up. We're trying to live with the BKB activated. And now turning around some damage. Remember, he has a Daedalus, so can't crit hard with the cleave attack of the side blades. KZ, Illusory Orb has the speed talent. Oh, the RP! He missed it. I thought he canceled it for a second, but no, he didn't go for it. Swing and a miss from Mag right there. They're going to lose the Elder Titan. And Pain Gaming will hold. It did cost them a couple of resources, including the buybacks on Bane and Clockwork, but not necessarily a big deal. KZ is the last one to fully retreat.
Mag is just playing with his food. He's just playing. Just give him a chance. It's never, if you ever try to force, or not force stuff, but to skewer into RP like that, especially uphill into vision, like, they're gonna know something's up, and yeah, I'm surprised you actually went through with that, but oh well. Yeah, they did use a lot of buybacks. I think 2 at least.
Only on the supports though.
Right. But I did look at the gold and it still went up, I think, about 4K, so
oh yeah.
Certainly, I mean, with no Jug dying, obviously not looking towards that result as a success here for Paint Gaming, but trying to get everything they can. Find some time for Wraith King Radiance.
3,600 gold saved up. Almost has the Sacred Relic at least. And the Radiance to follow. And if they can manage to get that, again, it's going to help out, at least in this game. Templar Assassin. What she decides to get at level 25, but If I could be breaking out. They catch Rubik. Oh, Pearl Strike a little too early. Heals on back, lifts up the TA, and Fly, he escapes. Let's see, he flies.
Resolution.
Dire's bottom tower
Nope.
is under.
Yeah,
He actually
running
goes back
with the
towards
Abyss.
mid.
Now they have to get back. Oh, who do they catch? That would be the TA. That's a big kill if they can manage, of course. She has a BKB and Cheese though, so they shouldn't be able to. Mad RP up in a second. Elder Titan, the stomp's gonna miss. Clockwork ports back. So we're reset here. Again, Mad does have his RP ready. Slash good and everything else, really. Drinkwill's not. Drinkwill's down for 35 seconds. Not much to lose. Sending in the illusions. Gonna slowly chip away at the tier 3 tower. Gonna kill it this time. Man, they're tanking. Wow, he actually almost got it. Right there. Very patient game from OG, trying to secure game 3 and move on to the semifinals to be matched up against Evil Geniuses. Loser has to play a best of 1 elimination match. Wraith King, how's he looking? He got the pattern. He's to lift out, Weeze forced to fight. BKB activated, jumping in after Mad, so no RP just yet. Drinkwill doesn't come on the backlash. The Omnisize on top. Clockwork, he is getting cut down by a Weave. Now he's looking to run after Fly. Mad, he still has RP.
If he wants to.
Here you go.
Yeah, he will.
Solo RP. Shockwave coming out with that extra range. And easy kill on a TA in the end. She does fight back, of course. Bane's going to explode as the crit happens. As soon as he falls down, there's the first kill on Wraith King. He'll come back up. We jumps in. Resolution. He's just going to back off for now. Blade Mill, that's not going to save him. And Wraith King's dead. 75 seconds has a buyback, but that's a dieback on TA, and that should all but do it. As a hat trick coming out for Resolution. And the GG is called. So OG will advance on to play Evil Geniuses.
All right. Well, you know, I think you can just chalk this one up to draft. I really don't think there's more to it. I think the Wraith King is just a bad hero, straight up. And, I mean, they didn't even need to go the Mana Burn build on Resolution. It's just, he identifies that Wraith King's really just a walking stun. And without getting constant crits, he just doesn't farm enough, he doesn't do enough damage, his ult's overrated. And yeah, there's not much